Limp Bizkit and Creed were some of the most popular bands by the late 90s and early 2000s on both rock radio and MTV, but both groups' frontmen would run their mouths about each other, and that's what we're going to discuss in today's video. As reported by MTV, at the 2000 incarnation of the New York station K-Rock's aptly titled Dysfunctional Family Picnic concert, both Creed and Limp Bizkit, who were on the bill, traded barbs with one another during their performances. Also on the bill at that show was Ozzy, Stone Temple Pilots, Deftones, Godsmack, Sevendust, and of course today's subjects. Limp Bizkit would take to the stage an hour late, drawing criticism from Stone Temple Pilots frontman Scott Weiland. Yes, Scott Weiland was the voice of reason back then. Weiland would tell the audience during STP's set, "You guys are the ones that take the day off from work, you guys are the ones who spend the money on the tickets, you guys are the ones who drive around here from all these states, from within the vicinity, and you know what? It ain't effing cool to keep people waiting for an hour for a effing show, no matter what." Years later, Weiland pulled the same stuff when he fronted Velvet Revolver, a band whose history I've talked about on my channel. The link is down below to that video. Limp Bizkit's label Interscope tried to do some damage control, telling MTV there was confusion over Limp Bizkit's set time. Once Limp Bizkit took the stage, things took a bizarre turn when Durst launched into a rant against Creed frontman Scott Stapp, telling the crowd, and I quote, "I want to dedicate this next song to the lead singer of Creed. That guy's an egomaniac, he's an effing punk, and he's backstage right now acting like effing Michael Jackson, F that mother effer, and F you too. And if you want, there's going to be a booth with pillows and blankets for when Creed comes on," he'd say. Stapp would address the comments during Creed's set, telling the audience, "It takes a lot more guts to say something to somebody than from behind their backs." Following the show, Durst would appear on MTV's program Total Request Live and talked about the feud, as you can see here.
You know, wherever there's Fred, there's always trouble. Right?
Really?
No, but Fred Durst did set off some fireworks that were aimed squarely at Creed singer Scott Stapp at the K-Rock Dysfunctional Family
that
Picnic
guy's name?
on Friday in Homedale, New Jersey.
Just break it down. What
Are you a big
happened?
fan? Yeah, what happened? What happened there?
Well, for one thing, the guy is out of his mind. Like, he thinks he's a better human than everybody. He claims all this spirituality, this super killer guy. He doesn't give a damn about any of his fans. He ignores everybody. And you walk by his dressing room, his people, they look at you and they go, "You do not approach the band, you do not talk to the band, you do not look at the band." And you're just like, what is the deal with this guy, man?
Did he say something
and
to
he's
you?
in his videos doing the Jesus Christ thing, you know, and he's all, you know, he's just like, "Hey, man, I am badass."
Fred, were there
It's
any
like, come on,
actual
man,
words
put your feet on the
exchanged?
ground, because one of these days that's gonna go away, and ain't nobody gonna have anything to do with you if you act like that.
Did you guys have any? Did you exchange any words, you and him in particular?
No, I didn't exchange any words with him. I just saved it for the stage, and it really made the show fat, though.
What happened after
break
the
stuff.
What happened after the show? Did they say anything? Did anybody come up to you and?
No, they didn't say anything. They had one of their runners or one of their errand people go get a anger management control book, and they signed it to me with a biblical thing on the top of it, and you know.
Well, that was nice. They just want you to go to heaven. That's all.
Yeah.
With your tour coming up, you're gonna piss
Dude,
off
I
anybody
think
else?
their music is dope. I think they're a good band. I just think that anybody acting like that doesn't deserve to be a rock star.
All right.
Well said, Fred.
How's that for a news interview?
Creed would end up putting out an official band statement that read, "We are extremely disappointed that Fred Durst has taken his personal feelings towards us public, considering we have never met or spoken to him. We are more disappointed that Fred is manipulating the media and the truth by using Creed as a scapegoat for his own immature and egotistical actions." Creed's camp would contend in their statement that Durst made his comments out of anger over where Limp Bizkit was on the bill. According to MTV, Limp Bizkit were set to play before Stone Temple Pilots, Ozzy, and Creed, with Creed's statement adding, "He then refused to go on stage, causing management from K-Rock, Creed, Stone Temple Pilots, and Ozzy Osbourne to spend nearly an hour trying to figure out how to get Limp Bizkit to take the stage. Fred finally agreed to play only after he finished his dinner, having accomplished his obvious goal of delaying his set," they would say. That does it for today's video, guys. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like button and subscribe. We'll see you again in Rock and Roll True Stories. Take care.